By the time I was at Microsoft, the first team that I was on was the browser team. And when I think about all the teams that I could have been placed on, the browser is a pretty boring team to be placed on, just as a new grad. Of all the sexy sort of products out there, everyone wants to be on the Xbox team or the HoloLens team, and I'm stuck with the browser. But I think that team had a incredible impression on me, because I learned, one, not only what it meant to sort of ship product at scale, but it taught me all these other things, like how to build arguably the only product that everyone in the world needs to be able to use. If you buy a computer, the only app that you may ever use is the browser. And whether you read a right to left language, whether you are hard of hearing, whether you are an elderly pawpaw, or a fresh grad, or an up and coming 6-year-old on an iPad, the browser is truly the only utility that needs to work for everyone. And it taught me a lot about universal design. It taught me a lot about inclusive design. And those principles then made me realize, why isn't society also that way? And that really then made me think about civics and government services in the US. I was at Microsoft when healthcare.gov broke, and the US has certainly had its trials of technology sort of failing its citizens. And you feel that as a user. I am a user of the American government. And so when I think about that, why is it so hard to file taxes? Why is it so hard for my grandma who doesn't speak English to get a registered nurse to help out twice a week at home? Why is it so hard for many other people to access the social services that we supposedly have in this country? And thinking about the journey of the two, I thought, one, the most important problems to be solving as a technologist actually aren't the most technical. And I was, at Microsoft thinking, I can go get into AI ML and build out more search products. I can, become more technically proficient on this team or that team. But I think I sort of found this niche for myself, where I realized I want to work in sort of the space where I'm thinking about, this utility at what are the biggest problems to solve, and where are those? And that's what led me to take a civic leave sabbatical. I uprooted, drove cross country, served as a presidential innovation fellow for 2 years in US government. And it was basically that. We weren't doing anything fancy by any means. We were helping the government drive their digital transformation portfolio. A lot of us get detailed to CIOs and CTOs. And, I was at the Department of Veteran Affairs, and you can think of them as a healthcare company and a bank put together, but it was literally just helping them get off of sending, snail mail and paper mail, and onto text messaging and emails and email confirmations, and just having a Twilio account, as a modern technology stack to be able to do some of those things that at this point we kind of expect, from your normal dental office. You sort of expect a text message reminder, but the government certainly is far behind on all of those things, at least here in the US.